Let's embark on a voyage into the mind's most hidden corners, where reality warps and perception bends. Today, we are going to be uncovering 10 mental conditions so curious and perplexing. Ready to peek behind the curtain? Let's dive in. Cotard's syndrome. Imagine the profound despair of feeling that you are dead, non-existent, a ghost wandering aimlessly. This rare but severe mental illness illustrates the depths of human despair and dissociation, yet the resilience of those who recover offers hope and a testament to the power of psychiatric intervention. With around 200 known cases globally, its rarity adds to the enigma, emphasizing the vast, unexplored territories of mental health disorders. Diving into the shadows of human behavior, autocannibalism confronts us with the unsettling concept of self-consumption. Nail-biting and chewing on the dead skin of your finger is a form of autocannibalism. Extreme versions of this disorder include eating one's skin scabs, hair, boogers, poop, and bodily discharges. Like OCD, it also involves impulse control and is linked to depression and anxiety. From self-consumption to the conviction of excess limbs. Body integrity identity disorder. We enter the complex interplay between physical form and mental identity, where individuals possess an unshakable belief that amputating part of their body will relieve their psychological distress. This disorder forces us to confront the ethical, medical, and psychological dimensions of self-identity and body image. It reflects a profound disconnect between mind and body, raising critical questions about autonomy and the ethics of elective medical procedures. Imagine arousal without end. Persistent Genital Arousal Disorder, PGAD, is a rare condition that's also known as restless genital syndrome. It mainly happens to women, though a few men have experienced it too. Unlike other conditions where it's hard to feel sexually excited, with PGAD you feel aroused suddenly and all the time without being able to control it. Even after reaching orgasm, the aroused feeling comes back quickly. PGAD isn't the same as thinking about sex constantly or having trouble controlling sexual actions. You feel turned on even when you're not thinking about anything sexual. People might notice more blood going to their genitals. It can be so intense that sitting still or focusing on tasks becomes difficult. Up next, a hand with its own will. Alien hand syndrome. For those of you familiar with South Park, you might recall an episode where Eric Cartman experiences his hand acting as if it has a mind of its own, humorously illustrating alien hand syndrome. This real-life neurological condition creates a startling experience where one's hand seems to operate independently.
What?
Performing actions without the person's conscious intention. It's as if the hand is no longer under the control of its owner, reaching for objects or moving in ways that the person did not decide or want. The root of this unusual behavior lies in a disruption of communication between the brain's two hemispheres, leading to a loss of coordinated control. Essentially, the brain sends mixed signals to the hand, causing these unintended movements. Discovered in 1908, alien hand syndrome highlights the complexity of brain function and the importance of the harmonious operation between the brain's different parts to control our movements seamlessly. From alien limbs to alien faces. 6. Capgras Delusion, imposter syndrome. Imagine the unsettling feeling of looking at a close friend, family member, or pet and being convinced they're an imposter, not the loved one you know.
Wait a minute!
A condition where the familiar suddenly seems unfamiliar. First identified in the early 20th century, it highlights how delicate our sense of recognition and connection really is. Commonly appearing in individuals with schizophrenia, dementia, or brain injuries, it demonstrates the crucial role of cognitive and emotional recognition in our relationships. More common in women, this delusion is linked to neurological issues, emphasizing the deep connection between brain function and our perception of reality. The mind's tricks don't end there. Fregoli Delusion. individuals believe that strangers they meet are actually people they know, hiding behind disguises. Unlike Capgras, which makes familiar people seem like strangers, Fregoli mixes up strangers and friends, showing how our minds can play tricks on us when it comes to recognizing others. Next, the invisible becomes unbearable. Ekbom's syndrome makes the skin a battleground of belief. 8. Ekbom's syndrome, delusional parasitosis, is when people strongly believe they are covered in bugs, parasites, or other tiny creatures, even though they aren't. They might feel like something is crawling on or under their skin, a feeling called formication. Morgellons is considered to be a subtype of this condition, where people think they have sores filled with harmful fibers. Doctors aren't sure what causes it, but it might have something to do with too much dopamine in the brain. It's diagnosed when someone can't shake off this belief for a month or more, and there's no other mental health issue causing it. Often, people with this disorder don't seek help because they truly believe in their infestation. From crawling skins to shifting realities, Alice in Wonderland syndrome distorts perception itself. Let's dive in. 9. Alice in Wonderland syndrome, or Todd syndrome. It is a related disorder with the movie Alice in Wonderland, where Alice changes in body size by eating a cake. This syndrome is a neurological disorder that distorts perception. People with this syndrome may experience distortions in their visual perception of objects, such as appearing smaller or larger, or appearing to be closer or farther than they are. Distortion may also occur for senses other than vision. The cause of this syndrome is currently unknown, but it has often been associated with migraines, head trauma, or viral encephalitis caused by Epstein-Barr virus infection. Our final enigma: speech transformed. 10. Foreign accent syndrome, FAS, is speech disorder that causes a sudden change to speech so that a native speaker is perceived to speak with a foreign accent.
هكر يا جماعة لو انتبهتوا لحركاته هكر.
FAS is most often caused by damage to the brain, caused by a stroke or traumatic brain injury. To someone not familiar with the condition, people with foreign accent syndrome might seem to be speaking their native language with an accent from another country. For instance, a person from the US might suddenly start speaking English, as if they have a British accent from Southeast England, or someone from the UK might sound like they're from New York. However, it's a misconception that these individuals effortlessly switch accents. In reality, they often struggle with their speech, feeling as though they have a speech disorder. Now we turn to you. Which of these conditions intrigued you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time.